Hola! So this video is all about conjugating AR verbs in Spanish. So we've learned before that conjugating a verb means to change the verb's ending so that it agrees with the different subject pronouns. So for instance, if we have a verb that ends in AR, such as cantar, which means to sing, that the verb cantar merely means to sing. However, it doesn't mean something else like I sing or you sing or we sing or he sings until we change its ending. So I could define conjugating a verb as changing its ending to agree with subject pronouns. This also gives it a verb tense, which, I mean, we're going to have different sets of endings for present tense, past tense, future tense, and then all the other tenses. So, as I mentioned before, there's three types of verbs in Spanish: verbs that end in AR, ER, and IR, and there's some examples of those. And when they end in those things, they only mean to plus a verb. So then these are the pronouns, the 6-box chart that we'll be changing it to so that it agrees with a certain subject. So now I'm going to go through a step-by-step process on how to conjugate a verb. So feel free to pause this throughout while I'm talking so that you can write things down, process what I'm saying, rewatch it if you need to. So the first step is going to be to take off my old ending. So let's say we're doing the verb hablar, and I want to say that I talk because right now I am talking. So that works. So when I do hablar, I'm going to take off this AR ending. So you can see I just took it off. So that would be step 1. So step 2, deciding what form I want. I decided I want the yo form since I talk right now. So right now I just have yo hablo. So now I'm ready to move on to step 3, add my new ending. So, at my yo habla, I have my endings for AR verbs down here. I can look at the yo box. A new ending for yo or I is just going to be an O. So yo hablo would be I talk. We're going to do another example now. This time, let's do the verb bailar, which means to dance. So my first step is going to be to take off this AR ending. So I just took it off, deciding what form I want. Let's say they dance. So that would be ellos, or we could do ellas. And then step 3, add my new ending. I just have BAIL left from up here. My new ending is going to be AN, so bailan. So that means they dance. Ellos bailan. I could include ellos here if I choose to, but I'll put it in parentheses since it's optional. So far I've just been labeling this as they dance because that's the present tense we know in English. However, in Spanish, that word can correlate to 3 different English phrases. So for instance, I could have I talk. I'm just doing talk as an example. So this could obviously be for any verb. For the present tense, it could just be I talk. We can have a helping verb do, like I do talk or do I talk as a question, and then the intonation just changes there. So I could say hablo, I do talk, or hablo, I do talk. So you can tell my voice is different between saying hablo and hablo, since it goes up towards the end. And then number 3, I am talking. There is an actual tense in Spanish called the present progressive tense, where they have an ing equivalent. However, they more often use this basic present tense that we just learned to refer to the I am talking. So whenever we do translations, you'll definitely want to keep these things in mind. That even though in English this might be 3 words here, like I do talk or I am talking, is really only 1 word in Spanish, assuming you don't include the subject pronouns. So practicamos. Let's practice. I have a verb llegar here. what is my first step? So my first step is taking off the ending. So time to take off my ending. Second step, deciding what form I want. Since I have all these boxes here, we're just going to conjugate all the forms for practice. So step 2 doesn't matter when we're doing the whole chart. However, in real life, you'd actually need it. And then step 3, adding my new endings. So I'm in the yo box. My yo ending is O, so that would be llego. 2, ending is AS, llegas, you arrive. LA usted ending is just an A. He, she, you formal, it arrives. Nosotros, amos. We arrive. Llegáis, you all arrive in Spain. And llegan, they arrive, or you plural arrive. So for hablar, that is to talk. And then we're going to try and say I talk, you talk, he, she, you formal talks, etc. So I'll get you started here. All of these boxes are going to have habla in it, since that's called the stem of our verb. Or the part that comes before the AR ending. So now all you're going to have to do is fill in the new ending. So like O, etc. So I'll let you do that on your own just for practice. So now you've filled those in. Let's do some more practices, but without the charts in them. So I've been given the subject, or what box I want my new verb to end in. So here I have enseñar. My stem, or the first part of the verb, is enseñ. And then these are all AR verbs. El maestro is the teacher, so it would be singular, third person, so like he. That ending is A, so I'd have enseña. Dos, practicar. Yo, I have my stem, practic. Yo ending is O, practico. Cantar is going to be cantamos, since the nosotros box ending is amos. So go ahead and do cuatro y cinco, and then I'll put it up. So now that you've done those, cuatro would be dibujan, since it's 2 people, plural, that's like they. And then escuchan, once again, estudiantes is plural, so we have that AN ending. I wanted to go ahead and give you the endings for ER and IR verbs. So they go through the exact same process of being conjugated. We are not going to do them in this unit, but I wanted you to write them down in your notes now, so that way when we take notes or watch video over those verbs, it'll go a whole lot quicker, and you can just refer back to these. So it's literally the exact same process, but just different endings. So once you've copied these notes down, you're done with this video. I know this topic is big and it requires a fair amount of memorization. Honestly, the hardest part of this is just memorizing the endings, repeating them a lot. So we'll be doing a lot of repetitive practices during class, because repeating it in practice makes perfect, honestly, for learning these. So if you have any questions, don't feel like you're alone, since this is a difficult topic. Hasta luego.